Hi, this is another edition of Horror and Coffee, and right now we are going to review Hell Night. Boom, boom, boom. Hi, this is Victor, and welcome to another Horror and Coffee right here at the courthouse in the Bronx at 161st Street, right next to Yankee Stadium, which is back there. And these are one of our stomping grounds. Me and Ralph, we used to play wrestling here. One of the first backyard wrestlers. We used to backyard wrestle in these areas right here, especially in the grass. We used to wrestle there. This was a great place to wrestle all the time, hang out, talk about girls. This was the place to do it. But now we're going to talk about movies, and one of the movies that we're going to talk about, which I officially or unofficially reviewed, wasn't really sanctioned by Rafael Perez, but now he saw the movie, he wants to review it, and I'm going to re-review it with him. We're going to review Hell Night.
Now we're talking about Hell Night. Hell Night with Linda Blair. It came out in 1980.
1980 or 81, I'm not sure.
1981, 1980, around there. People not confused, but people say that Linda Blair is famous for The Exorcist. But she made a series of other films as well. And Hell Night was one such film, and it actually turned out to be a pretty good movie. So, Vic, tell me about it.
Very simple. Hell Night, in this film, Linda Blair and her friends are trying to enter this sorority, Alpha Beta, whatever you call it.
Rite of initiation.
Rite of initiation. So in order for her to be part of this, she has to stay in this mansion for one whole night with her friends. Now, this mansion has a legend in the background, and the legend is this guy who used to kill people still resides at this mansion. That's the legend. And so with her and her friends knowing this, it's going to be pretty hard to stay at this mansion for one whole night. And her friends, the people who are going to try to initiate her, they decide to play tricks on Linda Blair and her friends by doing all sorts of things, like using the old techniques of rattling the hallways of chains,
screaming.
What else they use? They use
ghostly effects,
masks. They use every type of thing to try to scare Linda Blair and her friends out of their wits. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, here's the nitty-gritty of the thing. The legend or so of this killer still resides at this mansion.
Yeah, it's actually true.
Right, so he's still there, and with them in the mansion as well. So chaos ensues in this mansion. People getting killed, and the thing is, Linda Blair and her friends cannot leave the mansion because the sorority people lock the mansion up. Because if they want to be in part of that sorority, they gotta stay there.
What makes me laugh is the guy, the blonde dude with the underwear, that just wants to be there to have sex with the English-speaking woman, with the English accent. He got out of there real quick, but I must give him props for coming back with a rifle he actually stole from the police station when he tried to report it, and the police were like, "No, we don't believe you. I think you're full of it." So the guy was like, "Fine, I'm going to take matters into my own hands." He decided to become his own vigilante, grab a rifle from the office when nobody was looking, come back to the mansion area, and actually he takes out one of the two killers. There's actually two killers in this fic. There's actually two.
I always thought there was
people.
one.
No, there's two.
There's two killers.
Two, because Linda Blair actually runs into the body of the first one on her way back to the gate to try to escape from the second one who's chasing her.
You know what? This movie is particularly great if you watch it on Halloween night.
Oh, yeah.
For some reason, if you watch this movie on Halloween night, it just adds that feel. If you want a good movie to watch on Halloween besides Halloween,
right,
besides the movie Halloween, John Carpenter's Halloween, see Hell Night. Hell Night is pretty good.
Absolutely, yeah.
I think it's really good.
Pop some corn, candy corn in your mouth, and have some drinks and just watch this movie.
They still make movies like this. It's very hard for anybody to make movies like this. I don't think today's generation could relate to this type of movie.
Yeah, my wife couldn't stand it, but
because they're into that movie from now these days with more.
Not necessarily. There was another old film that we saw not too long ago that she actually was into, Wolfen.
Oh yeah.
We were watching Wolfen, and she actually kind of liked that one. Yeah. She likes the whole investigative stuff.
But I guess she didn't like the slasher type films, which this one is type of like that, you could say.
How many coffee cups would you give this one?
I give Hell Night 4. 4 coffee cups. It was a great film, a great horror film. Creepy. I mean, well, it was creepy. You know, the stuff happening in the Haunted Mansion. It's one of those Haunted Mansion films that are really good. Besides the
Well,
Amityville
what's
Horror.
cool about the Haunted Mansion is that it was haunted by living beings, not necessarily ghosts, which I thought was really good. It added the fear and the terror that you saw in these people's eyes, especially when they were finally hunted down and killed one by one. The killing scenes are amazing. The effects are amazing. I give this movie 3 coffee cups. You know, for what it was, for its time and stuff, it definitely holds a place now in my library. It really does.
Linda Blair looked hot in this film. She did.
He always talks about that.
She
She
really.
was dressed up in this Red Riding Hood.
Everybody will
outfit.
remember her
Not
for-
necessarily provocative. Honestly, it's not
I
provocative.
just think she looked cute. She was
Yeah,
dressed
yeah,
in
she
this
looked
cute
cute.
outfit.
Right,
she looked
right,
good.
right.
You know what? There's a couple of actors in here you probably don't know. There was a guy here. I forgot his name. He was in Friday 13th Part 4. One of that guy.
Yes.
One of the guy. He was in Friday 13th Part 4. He was also in a TV show called I think called Matthew Star or something.
I heard of Matthew.
He was the main character in that TV show. And then you had the blonde guy. The blonde guy is one of the Van Pattens. There was Dick Van Patten, who did 8 is Enough.
Yeah.
His real father is Dick Van Patten. So that's the kid. I mean, that's probably...
That's the connection.
That's the connection.
Right. Victor actually met Linda Blair at a horror convention and gave her much props for Hell Night.
Well, everybody...
Everybody was telling her, oh, you were great in The Exorcist, but this guy here didn't even mention that. He said, no, Hell Night. Hell Night.
It's amazing,
You know?
because when you go to her table, she has nothing but pictures of her in The Exorcist.
Right.
And nothing else. Well, when
Right.
I went up to that table and I said, Linda Blair, as much as I like The Exorcist, you were fantastic in Hell Night.
Yeah.
Where are the pictures of Hell Night? But unfortunately, she didn't have it. And she was shocked that I would remember that. And, you know, I was happy that I brought that up. And hopefully when I see her again, I'll ask her about Hell Night again and where are the pictures.
Yeah. We got another horror convention coming up next month, the
Yeah.
Chiller.
The Chiller Horror Convention coming in sometime, I think, between October 30th and Halloween.
It's actually on Halloween weekend, right
Halloween
before
weekend.
Halloween. Yeah.
We're going to be there.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll see some movie stars, but if not, we're just going to go enjoy ourselves, buy some movies, and also do horror coffee in there as well.
Absolutely. You're going to have that here, too.
So I guess that's it, right?
Yeah, it's a Hell Night.
Okay, Hell Night. See that movie, get that movie. Right now it's only on DVD. Hopefully, as the Blu-ray format gets all around everybody's household, you're going to see it on Blu-ray. I suggest you get it. It's a classic.
It's available on Netflix, actually, believe it or not.
That's where you saw it?
That's where I saw it.
And I saw it on DVD. So get the movie. It's great.
All right, so we'll see you guys next time on Horror and Coffee. Let's actually get some coffee right now.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't had my caffeine intake
Thirsty.
at all today. You know, so that's why we don't have the coffee cups. We usually
All right.
have our coffee.
Hell Night.
All right, later.